Hello and welcome to the Transfer Window, the podcast that brings you the news before it becomes news, as well as insight and analysis into the game we all love. I've been McGavin, with me as always is Duncan Castles. Today we're going to bring you lots of market news. You'll be pleased to hear that's what we do, involving Barcelona, involving Chelsea, Ajax, Real Madrid, a bit of news on Newcastle as well. So stay tuned and you'll hear everything we've got to offer. We're going to start in the Catalonian city of Barcelona, where intrigue surrounds the future of the Blaugrana wonder boy Ansu Fati. Duncan, there has been apparently not just interest, but concrete bids for a player who has played not so much as he would have liked in the last part of the season before it was suspended. Of course, La Liga returns in all its glory on Thursday of this week. Is it possible, really, is it possible that Barcelona will sell, as I said, someone who has come through La Masia and is very much loved by the Barca socios?
That's the question that major powers in European football are asking. And why are they asking the question? Because it's no secret that Barcelona have financial problems. They cut their players' salary, came to an agreement using a government law brought in to handle the COVID virus to reduce the salaries of their players. They already, before COVID even happened, they had an issue with requiring to raise cash in the transfer market. They are strict financial fair play rules in Spain. Each club is handed a budget for the season by the authorities, which they have to meet to take part in the competition, on top of course, the UEFA financial fair play rules. They want to sign players this summer. We know they want to sign Lautaro Martinez from Inter, and have been trying to do that. We've reported about that in the podcast. There's pressure on them to sign Neymar. Internally in the camp, Leo Messi and Luis Suarez would like to see him come back and pushed for that move last summer. There's an election on the horizon, so the presidency, wanting to retain control of the club, want to have a successful transfer window, and that involves spending money again. Where do they fund that? Well, they've been trying to fund that, as we've told you in the podcast, by selling people like Philippe Coutinho, Ousmane Dembele, Nelson Semedo, players who are not necessarily on the fringes, but they're seen as being expendable. They haven't had success with those attempts to sell players so far, despite the best efforts of some of their agents to push those players, particularly Philippe Coutinho, into the English market in particular. But what they do have is a player in Ansu Fati who the big clubs want to sign, and that's the analysis that's being made. So the clubs are being made aware that Barcelona want to raise money. They're having players offered to them, and the reply is, well, if Barcelona really want to raise money, they want to sell a player, then we will sign Ansu Fati, because he's the one who's on proper value. He fits that profile of a young player who could be acquired on relatively cheap salary. His salary at Barcelona at present is just €500,000 a year. So you see the scope there to multiply his salary by 10 and still not have it particularly trouble the budgets of European super clubs. He only turns 18 in October. He's already broken into the Barcelona team. Long-term listeners to the podcast will remember that last year we reported that Barcelona had offers from Borussia Dortmund, Monaco and Nice for Fati, and they had inquiries from Manchester United and Newcastle United about signing him at a point when he was still playing for Barcelona's youth teams. As we explained at the time, Barcelona did not want to promote him to the first team, and